That steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one quick
can't
question?
ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 5K subs. If you're new to the channel, all right, man. My tripod is off. It's like slanted over to the side, and you can see the camera like being slanted over to the side. I'll fix that at some point. So tonight might just have to be a little slanted off to the side, and I'll call it artistic, and we will get off with just saying that. Yeah, man. So I hope everybody had a good Easter, a good Resurrection Sunday. If you celebrate that type of thing, we had the parade over here on this side of town of the United States of America. I did not go to the parade. Instead, I watched basketball and I fielded phone calls from family members and things of that sort. But yeah, so let's get into it. News. Press. This is Justin Blackmon. Justin Blackmon, one of the more hyped wide receivers coming out of college into the NFL of his time, of his decade, and things of that sort. In the previous decade, he has been reportedly in custody and charged with public intoxication. Now, if you look at him, he looks like he is, in fact, had been publicly intoxicated. And a lot of people, the main thing that they kept bringing up was this kind of surprising part with this. This is 2025, correct? This was Justin in let's say just 2011, all right? Okay, he was still in college in, let's say, 2012. This was Justin after getting drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Looks like a completely different person, bro. And I know, what I'm saying, you have to be careful with these certain things with people with haircuts and things of that sort, because you can teeter along the line of respectability politics. But just look at this and look at where he is now. So apparently people were saying like this is a thing that he kind of falls into often lately and things of that sort. And they say, I hope he gets his life on track. I'm not sure how true that is. So I think I should just go read for myself. And with that being said, I guess I will be reading for myself. Daily Mail calls him a troubled ex-NFL star. So this must mean that it is, in fact, a habit, something that keeps happening over and over and over. This is from the Daily Mail, written by Oliver Salt. Shout out to Oliver. Former NFL receiver Justin Blackmon looks completely unrecognizable after concerning mugshot after being arrested in Oklahoma over the weekend. Blackmon, 35, was a college standout for Oklahoma State before he was selected by the Jacksonville Jaguars with the 5th overall pick of the 2012 NFL Draft. Yet, after an impressive rookie season, which saw him register 64 catches for 865 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns, the ex-Cowboys star's career was quickly derailed by personal issues off the field. He was arrested for driving under the influence in June 2012 before earning a 4-game suspension for violating the NFL substance abuse policy 10 months later. So this has been a recurring thing. To answer my question, in November 2013, Blackmon was suspended indefinitely for the same offense, which came 8 months before he was arrested during a traffic stop for possession of marijuana. Stay off the weed, duh. He was also sentenced to a year in prison. What? Following a DUI arrest in 2015, which he ultimately was suspended pending a year's probation, over a decade on from his last run-in with the law. The ex-Jaguars wideout has been arrested again for public intoxication, according to an alleged Payne County police record circulating on social media. Jeez Louise, bro. Oh my goodness. The report includes a mugshot of a scruffy and chubby looking Blackmon. Oh man, they're not holding back any punches. Who is unrecognizable from the lean football prospect once likened to NFL icons Terrell Owens and Anquan Bolden. Oh man, this is a lesson in itself. A lot of times, I'll just say it in the middle of it. A lot of times, the most talented, the best basketball player, the best football player ever is probably not the best football player or the best basketball player we know on a world stage. It's kind of like the best actor, the best singer, etc. All the way down the line, right? because you have to just battle so many things on your way to the top. And that's just what makes someone like a LeBron James, who we're going to be talking about soon coming up, so special for him to be, you know, a boy wonder, a kid kind of prodigy at the age of 12, 13 years old, and him living up to that promise and expectation 30 years later, 20 years later. So, man, it's just so many that you have to go through, so many leaps, bounds, excuse me, obstacles that you have to get around just to get to the destination. And that's just making it to the NFL. You're not even talking about being like a veteran that stays 10 years. And, it's just so much. So salute to all the guys that have their head on the straight and narrow and stuff. This is why, once again, Jaden Daniels' mom being everywhere with them isn't a bad thing, in my opinion, because kid might be too young to like just know how to move by himself. To be honest, I know people say, "Oh, he's an adult, he's this and that." How many adults in the NFL have you seen fresh out of college just move in a stupid way, and then before you know it, it's like what happened to Johnny Manziel? And salute to Johnny Manziel. He's just the easiest example to use, and I think Johnny Manziel himself will agree with it based off of what he said in his previous interviews, including Club Shay Shay. NFL icons Terrell Owens and Anquan Bolden. It also states that he was arrested on 2:17 a.m. Saturday, April 19th, with the charge of public intoxication, which is a misdemeanor offense in Oklahoma. Being drunk in public and disturbing the peace can result in a fine, jail time, or both. DailyBell.com has reached out to the Oklahoma City Police Department for more information. Blackmon was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame last year after his memorable stint with the Oklahoma State Cowboys. He was also inducted into the Oklahoma Ring of Honor. He will also be inducted into the Oklahoma State Ring of Honor this November. He recorded 111 catches for 1782 yards and a nation-leading 20 touchdowns in 2010, following it with 122 catches for 1,522 yards and 18 touchdowns in a breathtaking junior year. The standout picked up back-to-back Beletnikov. I always, so I've seen this award my entire life, but I've never pronounced it out loud. It is great because I used to go to the to the like college football awards every year because they used to have it down the street from where I lived in college at the College Football Hall of Fame, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. The B Award and All America honors during his illustrious college career. So if you know how to pronounce it, you want to drop it in the comments, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'm not too proud, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. There's that. I wish Justin the best, like I said. There's so much that you have to deal with and so much that you have to conquer and go around and leap over and deal with and survive just to even get to the destination. So to get to the destination itself is an accomplishment. To thrive in the accomplishment is even a better thing. So there it is. Salute to Justin Black. No, not salute to him. Best of luck to him in getting right and all of that on this journey and stuff like that. For sure, because we are all flawed beings at the end of the day. And if you don't get it together, man, it's just kind of like a life of wasted potential. You don't want that. You don't want the purpose of your life to be a lesson of like, don't do anything this guy has ever done. Like, it sounds like a nightmare, I hope this doesn't come back to haunt. Okay, cool. So shout out to Garrett Chapman, first of all. Shouts out to my brother. This is not my brother at all. Like I'm not that cool with Garrett, but he posted this and he does a good job in covering the Braves and Atlanta sports. So shout out to Garrett Chapman. Shout out to Chase Thomas as well. My dog. That's my dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Chase Thomas is actually my dog. So shout out to Chase Thomas for real, for sure. Yeah. He actually connected me and Garrett. So it all runs together. So Ronald Acuña Jr. So on Saturday night, I believe it was Saturday night. As you guys know, I always preface baseball stuff by saying I haven't followed baseball in years. However, the last time I did follow baseball, I always followed the Braves intensely, and I used to cover the Braves. Believe it. So, like the irony of me not following baseball, I used to cover the team, used to cover the sport at the highest level in the majors and things of that sort. So, I kind of have the background on like the patterns of this and what Acuña was talking about. So on Saturday night, bro, this dude Kaepernick, he doesn't run all the way through. Like he hit a ball high, pop up to outfield, and he just kind of looks at it, standing at the plate. Joker hits 141. It actually goes up in the air. It looks like it's gonna go somewhere. And you standing at the plate, staring at the ball, and then he trots to first base, and then he realized that it drops. It drops in front of the, I believe it was the right field wall. So now he's trying to hustle, and he's trying to hustle at least get more than a single out of it. As he goes and slides into second base, he's tagged out. What a stupid man. Or stupid play, excuse me. I don't want to attack the man's character. I don't know the man. This is the first time hearing about him. So, anyways, they asked Mark Bauman, who's the kind of like the biggest Braves beat writer and things of that sort. I believe he's with MLB.com, if I'm not mistaken. He's been their beat writer forever. They said, I missed Snit's comment on Kaepernick's lack of hustle and getting thrown out at second base last night. He said he protected Kaepernick by replying, was I supposed to? When asked if he had anything to say to Kaepernick. Wow. He certainly could have said something, seeing how Kaepernick's home run trot put him in a dugout side of the first base wall, first base coach's boxes when the ball hit the wall. Wow. So Bauman was saying, like, dog, how you ignore it, bro? Bauman don't be holding back, bro. Shout out to Bauman, bro. Bauman, shout out to bro. He don't be holding back. Ronald Acuña Jr. is one of the first people to respond. You know his English is good when he gets mad. He said, if it were me, they would have taken me out the game. And if you know one thing about Ronald Acuña Jr., that joker plays with the yellow sleeves, the yellow legs, names. He slides when he catches the ball in the outfield. Sometimes he waits so he can dive and make it a more dramatic catch in the outfield and make the play and blow the bubble gum on his way back to the dugout at the end of the inning. He's all about the theatrics. He's all about the sliding head first. He'll lead the league in stolen bases because he's so fast. He'll lead the league in home runs because he's so powerful and hits the ball so well. He hits leadoff and is the best hitter. He's one of the best baseball players in the game. He's one of the best baseball players of his generation. He's Ronald Acuña Jr. Because he plays so hard and because he plays so passionate, he gets hurt a lot. Just like Derrick Rose. And just like how Chicago embraces Derrick Rose, Atlanta embraces Ronald Acuña Jr. But one thing about a foreigner, you know what I'm saying, someone who's from the Netherlands and things of that sort, doesn't speak English, being that flashy, everybody ain't going to like it, especially in the culture of baseball, especially in the culture of the Braves. Let me tell you something about the Braves culture. See, I don't want to get myself in trouble. Braves culture, I ain't going to lie, it's a bit uncomfortable. It's a bit uncomfortable if you don't fit a particular box or demographic. However, I will say this. I've called the Braves out for this before publicly. And the Braves' response to it, because it went viral and it started up conversation and stuff, they started reaching out to me something crazy, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. And anytime one of my dogs or whatever, covering the Braves and things of that sort, want to do something and everything like that, bro, the Braves be accommodating than a mug. Oh, yeah. We can get you good. We can get you good. We got you on that. The Braves be nice to folks, bro. Because they do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I say all of that to say this. Shout out to the Braves for at least trying to fix stuff when you call them out publicly on it. Like, it just feel uncomfortable, bro. In the clubhouse, around it, like in the press box, like it feels. But I feel like they're trying to do a better job of that. So salute to the Braves for at least trying. And sometimes all you got to do is try. But yeah, with that being said, going back into this because I'm all over the place. I'm rambling now. I'm chatting. Ronald Acuña Jr., bro, he's had a history of being flashy and like, you know what I'm saying, where he'll pimp a ball, right? Pop! Stand and do the bat flip, everything like that, and it hits the wall. And now he got to run and whatever and stuff like that. And sometimes he won't even get tagged out. It will just be a double or it'd be a single instead of being what he'd think would be a home run. You know what I'm saying? And after that, they go and ask these folks, former Captain Freddie Freeman at first base, beloved Freddie Freeman, World Series champion Freddie Freeman. And Freddie, oh man, he just gotta grow up. Oh man. Dansby Swanson, same thing. And Dancy's my dog. That's Marietta. Marietta, we bout it. Dansby Swanson going hard. Right around Boulevard. That's my dog. Dansby was in the same boat as Freddie Free. Oh man, it's just sometimes you wonder if he gets it. You know, we can't have that happen in that spot. He's supposed to be the leader. Man, shut your people up. Respectfully, because I respect Dansby more than anybody else in the game of baseball. He's the main reason why I don't even watch the Braves that much anymore, because I was watching my high school classmate play for the Braves and win a championship for the city. And oh my goodness, it was like you couldn't draft anything better than that. And then, you know, he walks because negotiation tables and negotiation tactics. And, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Business is business at the end of the day, right? So, yeah, with that being said, those guys are tough on Acuña, bro. Like, he has fun. He's trying to make the game of baseball fun. And, like, you know, he's saying he's just doing him every single time, bro. They just be tripping on him. Every single, oh, you just wonder if he gets it. Oh, he can't do it. They throw him under the bus in public to the media. They bench him, just like Ronald Acuña said. And he said it out loud, bro. He said it out loud. It went viral before the game. And I guess they asked Snit about it before the game himself. Brian Signer, by the way, the Braves manager.
I don't do social media, number one. I heard about it as I was walking to the dugout. I don't do social media, number one. I heard about it as I was walking to the dugout. Heard something was up, and then I came in and he said it was down. I haven't talked to him, so I don't know.
So that was what we were asking last night about Kelman, because it was kind of the same situation as Acuña's. I know Acuña's wasn't.
No, they're all different. They're all different. All the situations, when they happen, they're all different. And I addressed it with Gerald.
What do you think made Acuña's incident different from Jared's?
It's just timing and all of everything. I think there's no blanket thing doing that. Quite honestly, you want to know the truth? I wasn't watching that play. I knew he got thrown out at second. I didn't see it till this morning, and then I talked to him about it.
Okay, because you had said during Acuña's incident that it's unacceptable.
Yeah, no, it was and it's
unacceptable for guys not to run. You still feel that way?
You don't run. It's a big time like that, yeah. But I quite honestly, I don't look for him to not do, because he plays with his hair on fire all the time and he's laying out. And I didn't know it till I saw this morning. I went in and I looked at it when I got here, and then I had a discussion with him and we got it squared away.
You're kind of surprised that he would make a comment like this when he's not even here with the team right now and he's trying to work to get better.
No, I mean, like I said, I didn't see it. I haven't talked to him, and I heard it was taken down. So kind of into the fact that we swept the series and won 3 in a row right now.
Like you said, you the first sweep of the.
So I guess that person that changed the topic was probably with TV, or namely like with the Braves. That's usually how it goes in sports media. But man, Snit is really just running with the I don't know what's going on thing, which is kind of crazy. I feel like if they're asking you about it, just answer the question, bro. Like, he's still running away from it. Like, oh, I don't know what he didn't run. I didn't see, you know, I didn't see he didn't run into this morning. And then when he didn't run, I talked to him about it. I'm not on social media. What is a phone? I don't have a phone. What is this phone you speak of? I don't like that. But hey, I also don't own the Braves. I'm not the general manager, so it is what it is. Snit fans, Braves fans, always been on Snit's behind for like pretty much since like 2018-ish, 2017, 2018-ish. You know what I'm saying? He hard act to follow, Bobby Cox. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, even like when they won the World Series, bro, people are like fire Snit still. So I mean, I think with Snit being like just a long time franchise staple, organization staple, like working through the minor leagues, everything like that, being on the bench with Bobby and things of that sort, like is like kind of like a thing of there's no reason to get rid of him unless there is a reason to get rid of him. and the Braves haven't been just that bad. You know, of course, they got off to a slow start this year, but they're starting to pull it together. They swept the series just now, and they're like 5 games under 500 after starting like 0-11 or whatever it was, 0-10 or whatever it was. So I don't know, man. I don't think they'll fire him, but like everybody says, there's tension there, obviously, and somebody's probably going to have to eventually go if the tension continues, especially in a public setting. For Acuña to say that publicly when he just started speaking English publicly this year, you know what I mean? I think that says something. That says something. And, you know, when it comes down to your franchise player, one of the better players in baseball and a generational talent, you know what I'm saying? It always, if it's between the player and the coach, you're always going to go with the player, like historically speaking. Unless you're the Dallas Mavericks, then you go with the coach. Next topic. Here we go. What are we talking about now? Man, this is crazy, bro. This one is crazy. This stream, just overall, isn't going to be as crazy as last night's stream. Last night's stream was a legendary stream. If you know, you know. If you want to go watch it in the live tab and things of that sort. But my goodness. We got a couple weird things that happened today, bro. So apparently Kevin Gates said, I don't like the way that that LeBron James' wife looks at him. And he said, I couldn't be LeBron James because the way of the white woman look at him. It said something like that. I don't know what he said. So I'll go listen to him.
I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play with him? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron.
He said her name is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I thought he said his wife. He said Savannah. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like you say somebody's name, all bets off the table. I ain't gonna hold you.
I like the way them white women look at LeBron.
Oh, nah. Kevin Gates crazy, bro. Kevin Gates crazy, bro. And before y'all, I know it's one of my most popular videos on this channel. I do not know that man, bro. I literally seen him probably like 3 times in my life. That was the only time I talked to him. I don't know that man. It's just me blind reacting. But he crazy for that.
Like when soon as he walk out there, they just be like, oh. They be
this man, Kevin Gates, is stupid, bro. He's stupid. Kevin Gates is stupid. He's like, what they be like when he walk out?
Like,
Bruh, some rappers be like hilarious, like the funniest people ever. I was watching DDG stream tonight. What up, Nate? I was watching DDG stream tonight, bro. Caribou popped up because she popped out with Ruby Rose in her performance in this little kind of like festival concert series thing in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. And I think it was actually like Concord, North Carolina. But anyways, that's besides the point. And Caribou was so funny the whole night. She was the most entertaining part of that stream. Anicia, another person who's just like unbelievably funny. Like anything, it's just funny person. This man, Kevin Gates, is a literal character that can only be like, I don't know, man. Plies is also just like extremely fun. It impresses me how charismatic and how funny some rappers are, bro. But anyways, with that being said.
oh, they be dicked out. But it's like I noticed when he go do the handshake with the main player on his team, which is that, it's like, you act like I'm bothering you, bitch. Like,
oh, man. All right, bro.
I'm the greatest player in the world. One of them. Like top 5, top 10, I'm one of them. And I'm in the playoffs. And you act like.
Man is stupid. This man is stupid. This man is stupid. All right.
You act like the warden of the jail. Like you came here to police.
I didn't even know he said all this. Nah, this is crazy, bro. Hey, Brian. Brian had to say something, bro. Brian had to say something, bro. I see it now. I see it now. I understand it now. Shout out Lita Shooter.
Wait,
Crazy.
like you not dicked out like these white women just dicked out about me in here. Like, so, like, I couldn't do it.
Nah, he had to respond to this, bro. He had to respond to this, bro. I didn't know he said all this. This is crazy.
I couldn't do it, bro. Because when I've been around that dude just his spirit so loving and giving, it hurt me. It hurt me to see that.
Yo, this man is insane, bro. Kevin Gates is insane, bro. So LeBron's response was, kings don't concern themselves with the opinions of peasants. Where to next, queen? And she's looking up at him smiling. LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers. I'm asking you to say his name. And then he put the queen emoji, and then he put the black heart emoji, and then he put the infinity to let you know this is forever, queen. My black queen is forever. Black queens forever, snow bunnies. Shout out to Dr. Umar, friend of the channel. Okay, next. So then Kevin Gates responds again. And at this point, I'm like, we in part of the playoffs, and Kevin Gates and LeBron James are going back and forth. I'm surprised. I can't believe this. If he playing music during this, I can't. Kevin, you're gonna have to turn on the music. We'll see what happens.
Gotta say no name. Say no name.
There you go. Thank you.
You heard me? I'm on my way to have coffee. Coffee spelled backwards is E-fuck. And before we've had our coffee, we don't get...
Yo, this man, bro, is insane. This Brittany Renner thing. Where did this come from? Where did this Brittany Renner thing? He's got I thought he had a wife. Miss Drika Gates, like, she has an entire brand of like going into the fields barefoot, planning out the roots and getting the carrots and cleaning the carrots up and farming and talking about your mental health and the nature is one. And she just seems like the most peaceful person on earth. What happened to Drika? Is he still with Drika? Are they separated? Are they in an open relationship and now he just loves Brittany Renner? There's a video of him talking about, you talking about my wife, Brittany Renner? They both went up to DDG house, to DDG's Airbnb, and DDG act like he ain't see Brittany. He said, I don't even want to get involved with that. He said, I'm in enough mess of my own. I don't even want to get it. What is going on?
E-fuck about anything. But I just want to say one thing. The truth hurts, but it heals. And Braun, I love you because you my nigga. And I already know she was just, you just gonna let him talk. Man, you had to, but behind closed doors, you good game. But anyway.
Bruh, come on, bruh. Oh my gosh, bro.
Well, look, long as you being celebrated, I don't care who don't like me. Long as you being celebrated, that's all I care about. Because you my nigga and I love you. So I don't care if I got to fall out with somebody I love to get the results. We're going to get the results. But if anybody I'm a life coach and a guru. Y'all 24 hours. You smile. You smile at that black man. You smile at him. Hey, because you know one thing. Today is Easter. You know what come with Easter, huh? It got a lot of buddies hopping around out here.
All right, bro.
They about to take a trip on their favorite rocket ship. So they got some buddies on it. But nah, though, I love y'all. If anybody else need life coaching advice and things of that nature, y'all.
Yo, this man is insane. At the end of all of this, he said, if y'all need life coaching advice, y'all come in. What? Huh?
I'll go to my I got a text line at the top of my bio. You heard me?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Well, hold on. I can't even say that. I'm gonna just let it ride. Get paid, young brother. Get paid. Shout out Kevin Gates, bro.
Sometimes the truth hurts, but it heals. I love you all. This is Kevin Gates, and me and Brittany will approve this message.
Long
I
lived
love
off.
this for me.
Long lived off, bro. What, bro? Okay, so the biggest thing, like I said, like my initial thing was like LeBron going back and forth with Kevin Gates at the beginning of the playoffs. I remember when he used to do 0 Dark 30, and I feel like every single week, every single day, like we get closer and closer to like the end of LeBron James' career, which is sad, but hey, it is what it is. Like the podcast, the 0 Dark 30 no longer being a thing. I'm not going to be here for the next Olympic team. I don't know when my last All-Star weekend will be. Like all of these things, right? It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like we're getting to the end, and it's sad, bro. It's sad, but don't cry that it's over. Cry that it happened. And we are definitely getting closer to the end. Hold on, let me change my the camera. I wonder why the camera went out. It should be good. Hold on, y'all give me a second. I'm gonna give it a few seconds to see if it just fell asleep, and then if not, then we're gonna have to switch it. But yeah. That's the main thing I wanted to say, bro. The main thing I wanted to say. Yeah, here we go. All right, cool. We good. That's the main thing I wanted to say about this situation is this just showing us that LeBron James is closer to the end of his career. And that's tough. That's really tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know sometimes it seems like it's annoying about how they just talk about how LeBron is old and stuff like that, and like just retire already. Like, I covered the Hawks when Vince Carter was in his last couple of seasons in the league, and they did so many like last dance tributes and video tributes on the road, at home, and it was just like, all right, bro, just retire at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because the Hawks were bad, and he would contribute sometimes, and it would just be kind of, what I'm saying, just kind of annoying when you have a video tribute of highlights from 25 years ago when he wasn't on the team, when he was frying the team that he's playing for currently, and everybody's like clapping and giving a standing ovation, and the team is currently down by 15 points. Like, it was frustrating and kind of just annoying to deal with that on a day-to-day basis of covering the team. I say all of this to say I'm switching to the other one, bro. I'm like, I ain't even gonna deal with it. I say all of this to say I know it can be annoying with LeBron James of hearing about all the all-time statistics that he's breaking and stuff like that. But once it's over, it's over. And I know, and I realized that I was gonna miss LeBron, when he was no longer in the league and things of that sort, because he's always been a part of the league for like as long as I can remember. He was drafted when I was 8, and I'm 30 now. So, yeah, of course I'm gonna miss LeBron James, just like I'll miss who is it? Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, Joe Johnson, Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion, Jermaine O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, and ironically, Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming, Stevie Franchise, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Glenn Robinson. Like I miss all those guys, So I'm gonna miss LeBron just like I miss those guys. Michelle Obama, presidential team. Michelle Obama. She said from the mountaintops for every couple trying to build a life together. So Michelle Obama was on a podcast and she talked about, I guess, what couples need to do to build a successful union.
One of the things I say to people as they're thinking about picking a mate, you got to think about like a partner is a member of your basketball team.
Ooh, I like this.
It's like if you were picking players to play on a team, you wouldn't just pick a shooter. Everybody has to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Each person in a couple has to be able and willing to do it all.
Yep.
So you don't want to marry a man who's like, well, I don't cook. It's like, well, what happens if I can't cook?
Right.
You know,
How
so
we gonna
you-
survive?
Yeah, you just don't do laundry. Life is so unpredictable and complicated. And then add in kids, right? If you're married to a man that doesn't do house chores and you've had given birth and you've had a cesarean and you can't be on your feet, or heaven forbid you have a difficult pregnancy and you come home and he can't do anything. He's never been grocery shopping, you know, or if you're the woman and you can't balance the checkbook because you've left that to him. Life is too complicated for two partners not to be real equals in it, you know,
Mhm.
because you just don't know what's going to come.
Yep.
100%. Excuse me. 100%. I feel like she's spitting facts right there. I think the bigger thing in this for me is the fact that Michelle Obama is on a podcast, or maybe it might be her own podcast, but it looks like the lady is interviewing her, which is, hold on, I want to give her like proper, like, you know what I'm saying, proper, you know what I'm saying, respect, things of that sort, because it's it looks like Elaine, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, it is Elaine Welterroth. Shout out to Elaine Welterroth. She's only 38. Dang, it felt like she been famous like my whole life. She only 38. She young than a mug. That's how you know I'm getting older, when I'm like, you only 38? But yeah. She just interviewed with Elaine Welterroth. And where was I going with this? Oh, yes. So this comes on the heels of the viral clips from Tracy Ellis Ross speaking about, like, you know, how she feels about being single at her age and things of that sort, and why she dates younger men. Like, all of these clips went viral from that. And people are like, why is Michelle Obama doing podcasts talking about like Twitter topics? And that brings me to this point of, once again, Michelle Obama going viral for being on a podcast speaking about relationships. I feel like a lot of times we look down on things in social media. I'm definitely not innocent of this. Like, I'm kind of like the poster boy of like making fun of it and looking down on a lot of stuff that is popular, and pointing out like how stupid it looks and things of that sort, just in my opinion. I'm saying all this to say, bro, like, at the end of the day, we are all humans. We are all more connected than what we like to believe, regardless of how much classism or social status tries to like break us up into like, oh no, this is these people. Like, we are all just the same. Like, the same stuff intrigues us. Like, if you see something you're not supposed to see, like if you see somebody bleeding on the street, you're like probably gonna. And if you walk past it and ignore it, like you didn't look at it because you don't want to be involved with that, or like you don't want to be just I don't know, disgusted or whatever by the side of it, you're still thinking in your mind like, that was crazy, as you're walking past it. Like, it's just human nature. Like, you when you see a fight, a lot of people might run to the fight. A lot of people might leave the fight because of they have bad experience of watching fights, and then fights escalate into something else, something worse, and things of that sort. Like, regardless of how classy, how handsome, how, you know, brilliant, beautiful, elegant, all of those words, and classy and all that, bro, at the end of the day, you still a human, bro. Like, it's the reason why folks become millionaires, billionaires, and they still go through the drive-thru, still eat fast food and things of that sort, because it's like, at the end of the day, we're all still connected. Just is what it is. It's like, who's my dog? I want to say, Jamila. Jamila said this. Shout out to Jamila Bell. I believe she tweeted this randomly one night. I don't even know if she remembers this, at Georgia State. And she was just like, have you ever thought about like how, I don't even think it was her. It might have been someone from Valdosta State, but regardless, I'm going to give the credit to Jamila. Have you ever thought about how us and billionaires have the same phone? Like, they don't have a special type of phone. It's still like the same $500, $600 iPhone that we have. Have you ever thought about that? Like, it's kind of crazy. They're so much different. They live such a different life from us in a lot of different ways because they're in a different tax bracket at the end of the day. When it comes to making calls or texting or going on social media or going on the internet, watching a YouTube video or whatever the case might be, they're on the same phone that we are on. Crazy. And a lot of us might be living on minimum wage or, something below livable wages. You know what I'm saying? And things of that sort. Like, it's crazy how we all have the same phone. A high schooler working at Wendy's will have the same phone as the richest man in the world. That's insane. But it breaks it down to like the reality of the situation. We're way more connected as humans than we think we are. And I think, I saw somebody like on Twitter, they were going back and forth with this man, like a man was going back and forth with them. And they said, the man eventually said, yo, my dudes run like a multi-million-dollar business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Throw some respect on their name. And she said, oh, so you mean like your friends throw parties? No, I do not envy you and want to like throw parties for a living. Instead, I'm in law school and this and that. And she was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of doing like the social thing, like of like, I'm better, patronizing him and like, I'm better than y'all because y'all throw parties for a living. Meanwhile, I do something serious and important, like be a lawyer. At the end of the day, if you're not running your own law firm, if you're just an average lawyer salary in the US, here we go. You're making, let's pull this up here. You are making $145,300 a year, bro, on average. So you're making six figures, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 because you are at the end of the day an employee. If you're not running the law firm yourself, if you don't have lawyers in your law firm, everything like that, if you're just working for a law firm as one of the lawyers at the law firm, this is what you're making versus who you try to kind of big boy and everything like that, big sis and everything like that, who's running a multi-million-dollar corporation, regardless if it's party palooza, whatever Rory and them used to do and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Huge gap there. What I've seen and what I've, kind of just seen up front of being a journalist and interviewing a lot of like famous people, celebrities, and people in entertainment space and athletics as well. It's like I talk to and interact with a lot of people on that side of public notoriety and working public jobs where they are not smarter than I am when it comes to like just basic things, right? Because I think smart can be objective, right? Or subjective. Example. So it's like they wouldn't know if you asked them what century did America gain its independence from England. Like they wouldn't know stuff like that. They wouldn't know what decade was Martin Luther King, unalive. They wouldn't know things like, even if you ask them what year was Barack Obama elected as the president of the United States, they might not know the month and the year. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, bro. Of just like, 2006. How many states are there in America? They might not know that. But the more and more you do it, the more and more you interview people like that, it's like, does it matter that I'm smarter than them? No. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times I critiqued the, national sports people and stuff like that on TV for not knowing like a lot of basic stuff in the sport that they get paid millions of dollars to cover, namely Shaq, right? Shaq gets paid $14 million allegedly, reportedly, from Turner a year. Shaq didn't know like Chauncey Billups wasn't the coach of the Detroit Pistons 3 weeks ago. Shaq didn't know that they don't play in Auburn Hills anymore for the Detroit Pistons. He picked them to like come out of the East and make a push in the Eastern Conference, but he didn't even know where they played. He didn't know who the coach was. He didn't know like any players beyond Isaiah Stewart and Cade Cunningham. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. And he gets paid $14 million to do this. Me personally, I don't get paid $14 million to cover the NBA. I don't even cover the Pistons. But I could probably name off top, I could probably name 5 players off the Pistons off top. And I know that the coach is JB Bickerstaff. Just off top. You know what I'm saying? Just off the basic following the league as a casual of the Detroit Pistons. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that you're like, man, you can get mad all you want and say that I know more than you all you want. Does it really matter if they're getting paid more than you? At the end of the day, the smartest people always don't get paid the most. It's the most entertaining. It's the most charismatic. It's the most people with the X factor. It's the people who negotiated the best. It's all those people. Those are the people that get paid the most. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, don't look down on Michelle Obama, the former first lady of the president of the United States, former first lady of the United States, for going on podcasts and talking about relationships and things of that sort. And note to myself, don't look down on people having the conversation of relationships and things of this sort. Has it been overdone? 100%. Do I believe that a lot of it can come across as bird worthy? Yes. Bird brained it? Yes. I stand on that for sure. And I do think it's like a waste of time when we could be focusing on other things. At the same time, if the person in the serious role and talking about the serious things, healthcare, this, that, war, money, resources, federal government, taxes, bills, all of these things, right? They want to unwind with some stuff that's just a little more softer, like lighter content. They want to unwind their minds with that too. How you know? Because I know. I go work all day, this and that. What I want to turn on, what I want to watch when I get home, I want to watch some streamers, bro. I want to watch streamers make dumb, stupid stage jokes, try to make them up in real time while they out in public IRL, everything like that. Someone comes up to them, asks for a picture. They trying to, dirty Mac and, you know what I'm saying, come up with these like inside jokes that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather much that, bro. I'd rather that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that's easily digestible. It's entertaining. It makes me laugh, and it makes me turn my brain off. I don't have to think super hard or like, oh, what effect is this going to have on the community? What effect is this going to have on the league? What if I don't have to think about all that when I'm watching them? All I have to think about is just sit back and have a good time. And at the end of the day, these people are humans just like we are humans. Michelle Obama just want to talk about relationships too sometimes, bro. Michelle Obama doesn't want to talk about the political state and economic state of the world right now. All the time, 24/7. Don't nobody want to. That's exhausting. That's exactly how she got into this reported place. You know what I'm saying? Weird place with Barack. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how she got to that place. Just because it's exhausting constantly just being serious and working all the time. You need to unwind sometimes. So, yes, that is my little rant on Michelle Obama and things of that sort going on podcast. Ryan Coogler, he had apparently like a record changing deal that happened. Earn Your Leisure brought it up. So with that being said, Earn Your Leisure, I could read this story and try to break it down myself, but I trust Earn Your Leisure with money stuff more than myself. So let's watch this.
Coogler, another successful movie under his belt. Center star Michael B. Jordan is the talk of the town. But what's even more impressive is the business deal that he struck with Warner Brothers to get this done. This deal has Hollywood in a frenzy, and some executives have said that this could potentially even lead to the downfall of the system as we know it. So it's 3 major points. The first one is final cut rights. He had full creative control of the movie before it hit box office. The second one was first dollar gross. That ensured him a percentage of revenue from the first dollar made, even if the movie was not profitable. The third one was the biggest one, that is ownership reversion. That means that after 25 years, full ownership of the movie will revert back to him. That is the one that really has Hollywood nervous. One studio executive said that it was an effed up deal done by Warner Brothers out of desperation and could potentially lead to the end of the Hollywood system as we know it. Ryan said that ownership was very important for him, being that the underlying theme of the movie was Black ownership. He wanted to follow through behind the scenes. What do you think? Do you think that this would be a new day in Hollywood? What are your thoughts? Kudos to Ryan Coogler, another success.
I guess I just want to shout out Ryan Coogler, bro. He seems like a very intelligent young man and things of that sort. Like, it's just been beautiful to see like the way that he's kind of progressed and matured within Hollywood in the spotlight. First couple movies and stuff, doing interviews and everything like that, dealing with his speech impediment. It just seemed like it was something that really hindered his confidence of public appearances and speaking and all of this stuff. And now it's like he's so much more smoother, bro. He's speaking through the accent. He's just owning who he is fully, and he's respected. Like that's always my thing with respectability politics. I always wanted to come in as I wanted to, as comfortable as I wanted to, however I wanted to come in as, and make people respect my work. Like, okay, yes, I look a little more relaxed than the next person. Like, yeah, my beard isn't filled in, you know what I'm saying? I look a little scruffy. My hair can sometimes look a little crazy. I used to have a freeform before this, where they were kind of like neatly twisted and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I wanted people regardless to respect the work, because the track record speaks for itself. A lot of times I'd be more qualified than most of my other peers in the room and stuff like that. And I wanted to demand that respect because I put in the work for years and decades to earn that respect. And that's exactly what Ryan Coogler's done on the movie side of things, and in the film world of just like, all right, you know, this and that, woo, woo, but you're going to have to respect me eventually because I keep putting out hit movie after hit movie after hit movie after hit movie. So I can come to the carpet, you know what I'm saying, whichever way I want, and more relaxed gear or anything like that. Of course, we've seen him in the suits and in the tuxes and stuff at the premieres on the red carpets with his wife, his beautiful wife, who also invested in him early. What a beautiful story just all around with Ryan Coogler. But I can do that if I want. And I can speak in interviews on the red carpet with an Oakland accent and things of that sort, and say, no, and speak the way I want to speak and present the way that I want to present myself. You're still going to have to respect me because at the end of the day, my movies perform better than most of y'all's movies. You know what I'm saying? I respect that, bro. So shout out to Ryan Coogler on that. And then this ownership stuff is huge, bro. To get the rights back after 25 years, you know, of course, you have to always go through a studio. You know, I know sometimes movies can be independently produced and independently put out and things of that sort. But with this majors going through a major studio and things, and still finding a way to get ownership back and coming to terms. Shout out to whoever negotiated that deal, whether it was, you know, just Coogler's team or just Coogler himself, and wanting to press the importance of Black ownership because it was a part of the movie. The theme of the movie is so dope and it's admirable. And I salute him, bro. And shout out to Earn Your Leisure for sure for pointing out this story, reading it, everything like that. I want to give my boy a thumbs up, things of that sort. Earn Your Leisure, always a staple in the culture. Like you guys see me wearing the assets over liability hoodie all the time when I'm cold in the apartment on my stream. So shouts out to Earn Your Leisure. Shouts out to Ryan Coogler. I love to see it. And yeah, man, I definitely think this can be something big. At the same time, y'all ain't going to be able to do it immediately, you know, because like, all right, you might want Ryan Coogler thing. You might have Ryan Coogler ambition. But do you have Ryan Coogler and his team's negotiation skills? I don't know. So we got to see. But I mean, I feel like this is something that we definitely seen in music. Flage is a great example. Someone who just off top because people have been talking about her in her music career lately. But Flage, she signed to Roc Nation with the distribution deal and things of that sort, but she's still independent. It's like I think DDG, if I'm not mistaken, his deal is he still owns his masters, he still owns his records. But it's more like with Epic, it's kind of like a distribution situation. I might be wrong on that. Don't quote me. Things of that sort, but I feel like that's what it is. And yeah, man, you see independent artists going with the United Masters now. Just distribution solely. And they do everything kind of themselves. And they've remained and maintained their independence. They just give a couple to the distribution people, so all their music can go out on all streaming platforms and things of that sort, and the rest is kind of taken care of. So yeah, it's a thing in music that's already going on. So if this happens and starts to creep over into movies, definitely thank Ryan Coogler for starting it and everything like that and making it a thing. I don't know. I feel like ownership's a dope trend. And like corporations hate it. Be mad with your trillions and billions of dollars. Like it won't hurt you to lose a trillion. I know, whatever. Okay, bet. Last thing of the night, man. Colin Kaepernick, man. I'm taking a knee for Cap. Are y'all watching football? I wasn't watching football for a long time, bro, because of Colin Kaepernick, bro. And supporting Colin Kaepernick back in the 2010s. I eventually started watching it again because I started covering the league again. But for a long, long time, I was not watching football, bro. The NFL. And I really think that helped like push like my love for basketball and stuff like that because I spending time just watching basketball for real. But anyways, so Teams Esports apparently caught a Nessa, New York hip hop legend, radio legend, San Francisco radio legend, radio, hip hop, media, all that legend, Nessa. They caught her in public and they asked her about Colin Kaepernick. Apparently, she said he still wants to play. And everybody said, what are you talking about? Colin Kaepernick is, before I even play this video, he's not even listed as a football player anymore. He's just listed as an American civil rights activist. 37. He's 37. He was a mobile quarterback. He was kind of like a mediocre average quarterback when he was a mediocre starting quarterback. I have to say that. Mediocre starting quarterback when he was in the league. So it's just an overall kind of thing for him. He still wants to play. Tom Brady played till he was 45, but he was a pocket passer. It's kind of system quarterback. Yeah. Let's see what she said.
So let me ask you: is Cap still training? How is he?
All day, every day, baby. All day, every day.
I love that. So
Nothing's changed.
Is he still wanting to play?
Can I get a
Of course he is.
I
It's all up to the teams if they'll let him.
I love that.
Can I get a
Any
photo?
other kids? Two? Number two?
Who knows?
Well, you look good nonetheless.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm like, can I get a photo, please?
Thanks, Nessa.
Bye.
So let me ask
Very
you:
nice to the paparazzi. Shout out to Nessa for being nice and cooperative to the paparazzi. Very much nicer than a lot of people. But yeah, shouts out to Nessa. I guess being a media legend, she kind of like knows what's going on with the media and things of that sort. Yeah, hang it up flat screen, Cap. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, if Cam Newton had to hang it up, bro, let's see how old Cam Newton is, dude. If Cam Newton had to hang it up and he been retired unofficially, everything like that for a couple years now, and he's 35 years old, if Joe Johnson had to hang it up, if a lot of these guys who are in good shape and just had to hang it up because people just kind of got like a little fatigue of them, things of that sort. All of those things, right? I think it's cool for you to hang it up. And the thing is, it's like, bro, like you ain't even take the other deals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your coach got the job, goes back to the NFL after leaving Michigan, Jim Harbaugh, like, you know what I'm saying, with the Chargers. And it's like he offers you a front office role or a role with the organization, period. You don't take it. It's like, why not? Like, I understand, like, the player, like, I'm a player. I'm a quarterback. I'm a player. I understand that, especially in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. But, like, once it's been after 5 years, and not only that, but you're on, like, at age's side of it, it's like, why not take a job in the meantime? Teddy Bridgewater is literally a college coach. I think he might be coaching college now, but he coached high school. Then he went back to the league. Like, it's people with different jobs, bro. It's people with multiple jobs still playing in the league. I felt like you could have did that, especially after seeing Teddy do it. You could have taken another job and then played when your name got called. Hey, you know, this is my first gig. You know, it's my first love was still playing. I'm going to go back and play. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I feel like playing taking another job will help you because it'll take a lot of that heat, that media attention and stuff like that. Of like, you'll get a lot of that attention being with the organization when you first go to the organization. So it's like a lot of that media heat to the team that signs you, not gonna have it because it's not gonna be such a fresh story anymore because they already interviewed you as an executive and the front office person with this other franchise that took all the heat on when you decided to go there. So I don't know. I felt like he should have taken a job, a football job in the last 2-3 years that wasn't directly NFL quarterback. And in the meantime, while waiting for a job, I felt like that would have been the best way to go about it. But what do I know, man? I'm not in the NFL. But salute to Cap, though, for the way that he shifted, like, culture in sports. I don't like that he didn't vote because it's like he did a lot and he didn't vote. And I feel like voting is one of the kind of most powerful and effective immediate ways to invoke activism. I think it just is. And it's kind of the easiest thing to do. You don't have to knock on nobody's door. You don't have to kick doors down. Like, you literally just walk in and give them your ID and then go to the booth and you're out in like 5-10 minutes if you did the research beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So I still don't like the fact that he didn't vote. But yeah, you can't deny what, like, his impact and stuff like that on sports and culture in America. So salute to Cap for all of that. And I hope you're doing well mentally. And I hope you're holding up well. This is the end of the stream. My name is Rashad Milligan. And if you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. Thank y'all for stopping by. Like I said, this stream wasn't as crazy as last night's stream. Last night's stream was legendary. If you missed it, go into my live tab on the on my little YouTube channel and things of that sort. On my big YouTube channel, I said, look, on my big YouTube channel, and look at yesterday's live. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was one of them ones. And watch it. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it, took something from it. If nobody else told you, I care about you. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, a good evening, a good night. Whenever you're watching this, and always remember to please take care of.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.